Hi, good evening, everyone. I have not done my YouTube channel for a while. I just recently worked on this ICCD fundraising, and I've been reconnect with some of my legal team from the police department from the Ghana and other nation. Um, we're talking about the coming to United States. So I've been in the United States since 1992, so I feel like this is a great opportunity for me to open this channel. And growing all together community is also about education. So for all the country want to come to the United States, there's many other way. If you are immigration visa can come with F1 or working visa like B1. And because I come to United States with F1 visa, that is for a student from any other country and come to study in the United States. Of course, come to United States study, there's many other way. You can come here just for the summer or short-term language program. Like I come here, I was never intention to stay in here that's for so long. When I came here the first time, I was getting my I-20 visa and just kind of just want to plan to come to United States, learn language for 2 months, and then go home. That's my that was my intentional plan. I would never have considered that is extending to a different area. For the I-20, of course, every country, whatever country you're from, there's a U.S. embassy in your country. You will have to go to the embassy to go to the interview. I think the F1 is also needed for the interview. I think in Taiwan, there was the AIT, something like that. And I was the first time to gather your document. Of course, gather document. If you are coming down to US for actual study, like come to undergrad school or master school or PhD program, the very first step is because because English is your second language, so you have to get to a TOEFL. That is a very standard test, and every school admissions based on the requirements. So the score will be set for individual school. So you had to go through that yourself. Of course, you had to do a lot of homework because right now everything's up on the internet. Every school has their website. You can go to the program, talk to professor before you even want to attend in their school. So a lot of opportunity you can learn from it and just get through the process. Like I mentioned before, throughout my experience as S1, you had to go to the visa interview. I know right now we are trying to gather this event for ICCD. We also have required for those shop come to the United States, they have to go to the US Embassy to get an interview. Because right now a lot of interviews being like backlog, so we have some is already get the interview date, and some are still trying to see if we can expedite their interview schedule. So this is our progress right now. And go back to F1 visa. TOEFL, if you are going to go to undergrad or master admission, TOEFL is always a requirement test. And if you are going to the master program like grad school, some of the school may require you get a GRE and GMAT. So it's depending on if you are a business school, normally with GMAT. If you are just for other field, it should be GRE. So depending on the school, some school now may require your GRE and GMAT. So it's based on your situation. And because if you're citizen in the United States, then like my son, they will have like a scholarship program or you get financial aid. But if you are the foreigner from the international, I believe every country different. You may have a scholarship exam. That way you kind of like a government pay you to come to study in the United States, and then after you graduate, you have to go back home because the government pay you to come to the United States. Or you will have to find a scholarship program or what program inside the United States prior you come here. So that's a lot of what we call sponsorship. Will you be by visa or your work visa? So those are the opportunity you can think about it. And then I have talking to my contact back in Africa. They mentioned about what is GRE, what is we need to prepare. So I'm gonna share the screen. I have some study. I just kind of reaching out some of the study here. See if I can pull that out. Okay, I'm gonna start share screen for here. This is screen for you to because I find it's very interesting. You can go to a YouTube channel and find all the topic like GRE, TOEFL, this is based on whatever. I just kind of pull out the screen share, and then everybody can now upload the video now, so you can become YouTuber. And some is have now the people are listening to it, and it's depending on the each individual YouTuber's branding. If you like their style, you can just watching their series. And it's demonstrated. This is about GRE. Actually, it's like I mentioned before, not all the master program you need it for GRE, but I just kind of demonstrate for some of the program here. And because I don't know, it's gonna be attached for the copyright, so I don't want to making sound, so that way I will just share the screen without sound. So that way, that would be a better way. And then, of course, you can go to Google and just type TOEFL, right? And then will pop up. What is TOEFL? It's based on your location. You had to get a test. Okay. So that way you would have to go to education board, how they're hosting, and then you can select your country and etc. It's a lot of things you can work to it. You go to the TOEFL site. And then you want to learn how to study TOEFL, how to study GRE, you can go to your video selection, and let's come up with tons of information. So let's go back to there's many websites, like it's just based on the internet show you, and then you can read through them. For me, being marketing research, I read through the document all the time. So I always like to read something. It's more like original information. So it's kind of give me an orientation in a way. And then you try to find the style you like, because right now it's just everything on the internet now. So you can go to that, or you can just type GRE, and then a lot of GRE information will pop up. So these are the two main things. If you are coming to the United States with H-1 visa, this is something you need to do, or you need to yeah, GMAT, GRE. It's kind of like a U.S. testing for SAT, where you're a high schooler coming to the college. Is kind of very similar to that. So there's a lot of information you can find it, and then maybe choosing something that would apply to you, because I feel education is self-learn or go to class, because if you're able to go to a school, that you can choose in the education system to guide you to a GRE or TOEFL before you come here. I think it's important because right now you can utilize in social media, and maybe go to a different group. Like if you have Facebook page, And you can just type GRE, how about type TOEFL? And just say group and see that come up. See, there's a lot of group that you can find your pal to study overseas, and just say, oh, you all come to the United States and see how many people are be interesting to work together to organize. Because learning language, the best thing is something I teach in Chinese online is first thing you have to find out is why you want to learn a language. If you want to learn TOEFL, you want to learn GI because you want to come to here as F1 visa, then the resource is learning that tools you need to have before you can come here. And then it's the same thing. Study language is based on your listening comprehension, your reading, your writing, and your speaking. Because when you come to the United States, a lot of time you have to do a presentation. You need to prepare slide. You need a professional slide. You need to talk about your theory, and you have to present in front of your classmate and your professor as well. So I think that's a lot of practice, especially when social media now, you can always jump to the platform and talk about it. So if you are not that kind of person yet, maybe you want to kind of start look into opportunity to practice and maybe find what your purpose is here. And I really enjoy the path I've been done because making that decision in 1992, I was roughly about close to 21. So it's more like adult age already. So it's based on the experience I have in my home country and then come to the United States, it's a brand new culture shock, even though you kind of need, when you see things and when you experience in person, that's a completely different. So maybe it's a lot of culture shock and a lot of different way of living style or the way we're being seen. It's not necessarily always the same when you're really experiencing here. So I think people are less coming to study overseas now because the financial issue. And I know there's still a lot of reasoning for coming to study abroad. Still have some people are here and the cultural differences over time. But everything, whatever you desire, you just need to make a plan. That I always keep saying 3, 2, 1. 3 years from now, 2 years from now, 1 year from now. So if you're thinking you want to come to the United States, so thinking about why you want to come here. You want to come here for study, you're coming for work, and find out your resource and then make a plan, because coming here is not overnight. You really need to prepare for, and who do you know here? You don't know anybody, and then who you can connect to. Even though you know someone, but if they are not in the same state or they are too busy, you basically coming here by yourself. So definitely depends on the state you live in. If you're living in New York City, there's a lot of public transportation. So you not necessarily need a car. But if you go to a state like Connecticut, even North Carolina, that's not a lot of public transportation that can assist you. Like you go to New York, you go anywhere, public transportation, then you may need to get a car, and then you have to budget yourself. Do I have that expense? Or, you just have to really play ahead. As for me, I really, like I say, I really do not plan because I'm not intentionally stay. But life goes on. You never know what is gonna happen when you really arrive here, right? I really think back to my profession as a professional matchmaker. Finding someone here and then winning that opportunity and stay. And because of relationship, etc., There's still a lot of people do that too, but it would be better to make wise choice, and if you meet someone online, and just be careful who you meet with. I just kind of want to bring this opportunity to talk about my experience of the study abroad, and it's been a fun experience for the 7 years because I am able to anticipate a lot of student activity. I was doing the international festival that we have been running for the food, international food, and then the entertainment for fashion show entertainment. So, and I've been part of the organization to that time when I work with my organization. It's my homeland. People from there, and then join the international competition. It has been fun. It was a really journey to kind of see how people come together and enjoy study and kind of learn a life here. And then that 7 years has been a really rewarding because it's my education, getting my bachelor in clinical psychology, my master's degree in criminal justice, and also me and other people from all over the world, from international, even though most likely when you graduate, you don't keep in touch from the friend you did meet in your school, because everybody graduate, they go back to their hometown, they work, their family, you hardly to even make a connection. But some still stay, like I still communicate with my friend. She's from Japan, and we've been still communicating, and a great friend ever. So it's kind of very rewarding for the 7 years, and I really enjoy. And I was lucky to continue to working here and have family here and continue this journey with everyone else. So I hope this sharing with you will be having some opportunity to thinking about whether or not you want to come to the United States to explore, to have your life here, or just temporary, just come study and then go home. Everybody have different choice and different kind of destiny for them to make. I just hope I can share this opportunity with you about study abroad to United States and part about growing old community series. And thank you for watching the YouTube. I know we are not looking into a lot of topic here. It's just mainly some of the information I want to share, so I kind of bring it out. And I'm very looking forward to hopefully the African group can come to United States to join us with ICC event for our August building fundraising. So looking forward to bring more topic back to you. And good night, everyone. Thank you for watching Growing Old Together community, and interested in our channel. Become a subscriber and let us know what we can do for you. And kindly check out our library, video library, and wish you have a great week. Have a good night, everyone.